Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Steelers coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So here they come now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall. That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. Now Young. He'll get this to Tucker. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Young on 1st and 10. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him...
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Finds his back complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Couple of zeros. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Easy. Test. Watch right. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
You got a angel.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out! And they steal it back on the return. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, who's going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for naught? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver.
To the right side and reeled in by London. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. Now quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
His return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The Broncos offense all set to go. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Young on the play action. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That's Mayer. He's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Broncos at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap now to Young. He beams one, deep right, and someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss. Trying to work quickly now. Fields throwing here. On the move, headed right. Able to get it to Moore. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here we go. We're good.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. They're working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Medic.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Fields now on third. Complete beyond the marker. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
Another throw for Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Broncos get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. Complete to Mims. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Here we go. All right.
We're looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the... He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown! So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. Now it's down to... Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? You put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Odunze's got it, right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense working quickly.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mixon. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Good. All right.
Now it's Fields. That throw finds Kittle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working quickly here.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll send him over right.
All right.
Fields on 3rd. Got him, man. It's London. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Steelers' first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Go.
Keeping it with Mixon. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter left before... Third and 4 coming up now.
Here we go, son. All right.
Fields to throw it. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Just 1 play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Young on 1st and 10. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the
He's throwing for it! And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
That is tremendous touch on that pass. You'll see QBs, especially at the NFL level, they'll put buckets in the end zone. At the end of practice, especially at the end of the week, you throw those little touch passes right into the bucket. That's exactly what that goal line fade was all about.
They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here.
Here we go, son.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go. Right.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by 6. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Tonight.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, son.
Here's a handoff for Algier. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
Here we go. Tonight.
Going right side. Mixon with it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Here we go. Good. Go.
Back to throw. Moore's got it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the give to Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another